Well, hello there. This is Mark Edelman, speech-language pathologist, and welcome to the teaching of talking. This particular video is going to be about being smart and stupid. And this is going to be just a little comical relief, and just to explain a couple of things about being smart and about being stupid. Being smart is nothing more than collecting information about something and becoming knowledgeable. And when you're knowledgeable, you're able to make the kind of decisions that will move you forward in that information. So I'm trying to get my fingers out of the way here. Okay, good. All right. So what do we know about knowledge and wisdom and being smart and being stupid? Well, if we look back on our lives and we look at ourselves when we were teenagers, one of the common expressions in the English language is that when you're 16 or 17, you think you're smart, but you're really stupid. Well, you're not really stupid. You're just not knowledgeable. You don't have wisdom. You don't have experience. And if you don't have experience for something, you can very easily make the wrong decisions. And you can do stuff that doesn't really get you anywhere. And so my wife Malka and I were talking about that this morning and realizing that as a person ages and as a person learns more, they become smarter about certain subjects. And quite often we all make a lot of mistakes along the way because we don't have the wisdom and we don't have the knowledge. And when we make mistakes, they're costly. They just are. And we all make them. And we all make those costly mistakes. I can't tell you how many costly mistakes I've made, whether it's in computers or publishing or writing or any of those things. I've made some of the biggest mistakes that there are, and that was because I was stupid. And really, the definition of stupid is really not having knowledge. And whenever you pursue anything new, you have really a choice. The choice is that you can be stupid and just think you know it all and just try to do it all yourself without really doing any research or anything like that. And that's usually a recipe for failure. However, if you take the time to decide what it is that you want to do, then there's going to be a definite learning curve. And you're all familiar with the learning curve. There's a learning curve about everything, about driving, about cooking, relationships. There's learning curves about all those things, and you have to go through the periods of being stupid. And remember, stupid is nothing more than not having knowledge. You have to go through those experiences to get the knowledge in order to successfully deal with whatever it is you're dealing with. Now, that's why this little analogy applies a lot to aphasia and apraxia. And, one of the things that a lot of people do is they sometimes fail to research something properly, and they'll go off half-cocked doing particular therapies, doing things like iPads and apps and things like that, because that's what the herd does. So you have a herd of people, and they're in a particular group, and the herd tends to follow the example of whatever the group thinks is the right way to do things. Well, we know what happens in that. When I was in night school, sometimes I followed the herd, and what the herd was doing wasn't a very good idea. And we just have to look all around us today and see what the herd is doing. And quite often, the herd does not have a lot of wisdom, does not have a lot of knowledge, nor do they seek out information that will successfully deal with a challenge or a problem. So this video is nothing more than making a request to you that if you are dealing with aphasia or you are dealing with apraxia, to go somewhere and get a multitude of opinions. Because what you'll do is you'll have a tendency possibly to follow the herd, and usually the herd is wrong. And what you want to do is find out what the herd is doing, find out what other people are doing, and then make sure that you check out and that you experience whatever it is that you think is going to be helpful. And if it's not helpful, don't think it's the problem or the fault of your loved one with apraxia or aphasia. Quite often it's the result of an inappropriate method or approach to dealing with it. And I'm talking about this because my name is Mark Edelman. I've written 2 books, one on aphasia, one on apraxia. They will help you learn what to do with the person who has aphasia or apraxia. I've been practicing 47 years, and in that time I've done a lot of trial and error. And I would not recommend getting advice from the herd, because the herd doesn't really have a lot of experience, and they kind of go with whatever the newest fad is, and quite often they go down the wrong street and spend months or even years doing things that really don't work. But everybody thinks they work, and everybody is hoodwinked into thinking they work, but they don't. So do your due diligence, whatever you decide to do with apraxia and aphasia. And if you want another view of apraxia and aphasia, take a look at our book on aphasia, The Teaching of Talking. That's the one with the red cover and the pencils in the coffee cup. That's on aphasia, and you all know that aphasia is difficulty with recall. It's difficulty stringing words together. It's difficulty expressing oneself. Whereas an apraxia is a sound problem. People with apraxia have difficulty making the sounds. Their tongues don't work very well. Their lips don't work very well. Their teeth don't work very well. And we teach you how to help a person with apraxia teach the person who has that apraxia, teach them the sounds of speech, the positions of speech, and how to put together words again. So this is Mark Edelman. Hey, have a great day today. I'm glad we had a chance to share with each other. If you like this video, give us a heads up. And hope to see you soon. Underneath the video, there's a free book chapter on apraxia. So if your loved one has apraxia, pick it up and take a look, take a read. And if you like what I've written, and if you look at the table of contents, you'll see what's going to be covered. It's all about the sounds of speech and how to teach them. And they're easy steps. You just have to do them. You just have to exert yourself. You just have to use your personal power to take time each and every day to address those things. And you'll see, whether you have apraxia or aphasia, you'll see that in most cases, people with aphasia and apraxia start speaking more and start speaking better. So this is Mark Edelman. Again, have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye now.